Thinking up. Break my heart, and you love me again. Hey, and welcome to VOCALFY, a fitness approach to singing. I hope everybody is doing okay. Listen, before we get into today's lesson, I just want to give a big thank you to the YouTube subscribers. We hit 500, baby. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Listen, I couldn't have done it without you. Thank you so much for joining me every week. I'm gonna continue making these videos for you as long as you keep coming. So if you like what it is, again, share, subscribe, bring your friends over. It's greatly appreciated. And just come and have some fun with me, okay? Let's get started. So today's topic is how to sing low notes. We went high, we did belting, now we're going down low. Now, before we start the whole process of how to sing the low notes, it's just one thing I think I should mention to you is that everybody won't be able to get down to a very low note. What I'm going to teach you to do today is get down to the lower half of your range. Some people naturally have lower resonant voices than others. Like, you won't expect to hear Ariana Grande singing a Barry White note.
Jazzercise.
You might be one of those people that have a lighter, airier tone, and there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, so just don't feel discouraged if you can't get all the way down to the bottom of pitches. Just try to understand where your limits are, and we're gonna try to touch that. Here's a mental thought. When you're about to sing a low note, try not to reach down for the note. I know our body intuitively will want us to kind of bring our energy down when we're singing a low note, but you wanna think opposites. If you are gonna think anything, think bringing your energy up. Visualize that the note is actually moving upward and not downward. And what that will do is it will stabilize the sound in a central position so that you don't end up tilting your head too far or extending your chin too forward. So the way to sing your low notes is the same as if you want to sing any other note. You have to use the holy trinity of steps, which is support, placement, space. Without these three things, nothing is happening. Okay. Step number 1, you have to breathe. Breathe? No, breathe. B.R.A.E.F. Breathe, relax, and elevate floor. How do you elevate the floor? You breathe from your kitty. Meow. If you do not have a supported sound, it's going to be very hard for you to sing your low notes. Everything starts with your air. Step number 2, you want to worry about your placement, or something I like to call V.F.P, vocal fry placement. This is a little tricky to get to, okay? So what I'm gonna give you a warning. When you are doing this part of the exercise, be very careful. Do not force, do not aim for high volume. I just want you to concentrate on feeling vibrations. That's it, okay? Don't try to force anything. You will hurt yourself if you do. So, step 1 of this placement is you want to feel that lower part of the back wall of your throat. You want to feel that area. And the way to get to that is you can either clear your throat or snore or gargle. Once you can get that feeling, you're going to go into a vocal fry. So vocal fry goes like this. So I want you to do a few vocal fries. I want you to pay attention to where you feel vibrations. When I do a vocal fry, I feel it in my chest. You might also feel it in your Adam's apple or in your throat. Well, you will. Because that's where your vocal cords are and that's where they're vibrating. Try that. Good. Once you get the hang of that, we're gonna do something called O.T.D, open the drawer. You're going to basically open up space in that laryngopharynx area by releasing the tongue forward and transitioning from a vocal fry to a vocal buzz. Let me demonstrate. Now, transitioning back and forth from this, you shouldn't feel any pain if you're doing it correctly. You're being very gentle. You're supporting your sound, so only tension is happening maybe in your booty or your legs or the pelvic floor is raising up. When done correctly, it just feels like a nice internal vocal massage. Now, when you transition from the vocal fry to the vocal buzz, you might start feeling vibrations a little bit lower. I start feeling it in my belly, I feel it in my throat, and I also feel it behind my jaw and into my ears when I release the tongue and open the drawer, O.T.D. Now the last step to wrap this whole thing up is you want to bring the sound, we resonated in the throat, you want to bring the sound forward, and I like to stick the sound right behind my top teeth. Right there. You want the sound to resonate there. Okay, so you create the sound back here just to amplify, but then you send it forward. And I like to say you want to toot, tongue out of there, bring it forward. So to create space, a few things are going to happen. Number one, you're going to drop the jaw straight down, it's chilling. You're going to give me soft palate raised. So you're creating that space from back to front. Think of that Van Gogh painting, or, a good person to look at is Jim Carrey. He's very good at creating that space. You want to start getting into that habit as well. And you're going to drive your tongue forward. For our purposes now, we're going to leave our tongue out of our mouth so it's not in the way. Just let it hang. So remember these acronyms when you're going to sing your low notes, or for any note for that matter. Number one, get your S.P.S, support, placement, space. Number two, B.R.A.E.F, breathe, relax, and elevate your floor. That's the breath management, breath support. Number three, V.F.P, vocal fry placement. Go back to those vocal cords, feel the vibrations there, then you're gonna O.T.D, open the drawer. And then lastly, with the space, you wanna toot, tongue out of there, bring it forward. Okay, here's a practice tip. Don't try to do all three of those things at the same time. Pick one activity, focus on that, then move on to another. Once you get comfortable with them individually, then you can start putting everything together. If you're doing these exercises correctly, you will feel vibrations in your throat or your Adam's apple. You might feel it behind your jaw. You definitely feel it in your chest, and if you're resonating very deep and you're supporting deep, you might feel it in your belly. I feel it right here on my right side. I don't know why it's that particular side, but that's where I feel it. What I would do is I would start singing all my songs with the low notes with my tongue out, just to get into the practice of releasing the tongue and making sure that it's not bulking up at the back of your mouth. So here. Don't force, release, I know I sound hella weird, but these things work. And then see, I'm trying to reach down for it. That's a no-no. We don't do that. Even I'm guilty of it, right? It's just one of those things we naturally, instinctually do. But it's important that you correct yourself. Thinking up. Break my heart. Hey, love me again. Do this hurt you come and walk out the door and walk out of my life. Sound is right here. Cry these things. Or end it there. Okay? Start at the back. Let it grow. Bring it to the front. Okay? Again, I hope this helps. I hope you like it. You know what to do. If you did like it, hit your girl with the subscribes. But let me know in the comment section, which part are you going to concentrate on next? Let's get into an exercise.